Hi, George. How are you?
Good.
Good. How have you been? Haven't seen you in a little bit.
I've been good.
Good. Excellent. It's finally getting cold out there.
Yeah, it's winter, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get started, I just want to let you know that today we're going to be doing something called early recollections or early memories, and the I'm a graduate student, and the only reason I'm gonna share these memories with anyone would be for a discussion in our class and um, with my professor for her to, help me how to understand how to interpret them.
Hmm.
So will stay, within my class, and your confidentiality will be, you know, valued unless you know that if there's a vulnerable adult or child being abused, or if I think you're going to hurt yourself.
Hmm.
If for whatever reason I get that sense from your memories, then that would be the only other reason that I would have to tell somebody
Hmm.
else. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay, perfect. Just wanted to let you know. So, we can just get right into it here. It's going to be a little bit awkward because I need to write down everything you say word for word. So there's going to be times where I'm going to need to stop you or slow you down so I can catch up.
Hmm.
So if you can kind of give it to me maybe like one sentence at a time.
Speak slowly.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll let you know. I'll try and write as fast as I can, and I'll
Okay.
try to keep up. So, okay. Um so when you think back, what is your the first memory that you can remember? And it's okay if you don't have an exact age or anything.
Um, I can remember when I was pretty young.
Is this the memory? Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I don't remember exactly how old I was, but
That's okay.
it was my half birthday when I was maybe 3.5
Okay.
or
Hold
two and a
on.
half.
Hold on. Birthday when I was 3.5, 2.5. Okay.
And I remember, actually, it must have been older because it was probably 3.5 or 4.5. I was talking to my dad.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
It's been older. Probably 4.5. You said. Talking to my dad.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
And I just remember being very confused about what a half birthday was.
Confused
And
about what a half birthday was.
and he was trying to explain it to me.
And he was trying to explain it. Okay,
And that's pretty much
that's the
it.
that's the memory.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I remember it, but
Yeah, there's sometimes it's not clear at first why we remember certain things
hmm.
and not others. So if you had to um, pick like a snapshot or the most vivid moment of this memory, if you can go back in time and just think, what do you see as the most, like if there was like a photograph
Hmm.
describing this?
Um, I just remember being by the stairs in our house at the time and just looking at my dad, talking to him.
Okay, stairs. Okay. And then if you had to put a feeling with this memory, how you felt at the time, what would you say?
Um, kind of. I was confused, but I wasn't. It wasn't like I was freaking out trying to figure it out. It was
Right.
more. I was just curious.
Curious. Okay.
Yeah, and my dad was explaining to me, and
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm going to read that one back to you to make sure that I got it down right. Let
Mm-hmm.
me know if I miswrote anything down. So, okay. I don't remember exactly how old I was. It was my half birthday when I was 3.5 or 2.5. I remember I must have been older, probably 4.5. And I was talking to my dad, and I just remember being confused about what a half birthday was. And he was trying to explain it to me. And your most vivid moment from that memory is when you're by the stairs and um, at your house, looking at your dad, looking up at your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and did you say looking up or just looking
I
at?
just said looking, but
Looking.
I
Okay.
was looking up at him.
Okay. Looking at my dad, talking to him. And the feeling that you described was confused, but not necessarily in a bad way, more curious. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just want to make sure I got everything right there. Okay. So I'm going to collect one more memory from you. If you can think back, and it's fine if it happened before or after this first one, they don't need to be
Mm-hmm.
in chronological order or anything. So you can think of one more memory.
Hmm. I guess another one I remember would be I was, I think, still wearing pull ups or diapers or something.
Still wearing or diapers. Okay.
And I was in the process of potty training.
Okay.
And I remember I needed to poop, and I knew I wasn't supposed to in my diaper, whatever. So I hid behind a chair and did it.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I needed, and I wasn't supposed to. Diaper. Hid behind. Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty
That,
much. I
okay.
think then my parents or someone came over to me, and it was probably pretty obvious what I'd just done.
Yeah, kids aren't so great at covering things up. So is that part of the memory that your parents came?
That, I guess that's not as clear what happened after.
Okay.
I can clearly remember hiding behind the chair and
Okay.
pooping my pants.
Okay. So my parents came over. So again, if we had to give this memory a photograph, Snapchat, the most vivid moment that you can remember from it, what would that be?
I guess just being behind the chair and feeling like I was in trouble.
Okay, so the most vivid moment is you behind that chair,
Mm-hmm.
kind of hiding behind the chair,
Yep.
behind the chair, and then you just mentioned um, the feeling was that you were gonna get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so
I knew I was doing something I wasn't supposed to.
okay, Um, are there any other feelings that went along with it?
Um, I guess a little like shameful or um,
Sure.
worried or nervous or.
All right. Anything else you wanted to add to that memory?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll read this one back to you. Same thing. Let me know if
Mm-hmm.
I wrote something down wrong. I was still wearing pull ups or diapers or something, and I was in the process of potty training. I remember I needed to poop, and I wasn't supposed to in my diaper, so I hid behind a chair to do it. My parents came over, and they clearly knew what happened. And your most vivid moment is you behind the chair,
Mm-hmm.
and the feeling you described was that you were doing something you weren't supposed to do, and I was going to get into trouble. And some other words were shameful, worried, and nervous. Does
Yeah.
that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for being so patient. I know it's kind of an awkward process to
Mm-hmm.
slow down so much when you talk. We're not used to that. But that's really important for me to get it in your own words. So when we go back and try to analyze and find patterns in these, I can be sure we're doing it accurately.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much for sharing those two with me.
Yeah.